Hello, Flosstube. Merry almost Christmas. I'm Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and this is my Flosstube update number 96. Today is Saturday, December 21st, and this is a channel about cross stitch, so that's what we're going to talk about. Today, this is about as festive as I get these days. I'm wearing a red t-shirt and I'm wearing my little necklace of holiday lights. They don't light up or anything. They don't, they're just a little necklace that I think it was from, I don't know where I think my mom gave it to me years ago. So anyway, I thought I'd wear it. I was gonna do a separate video with my holiday FFOs because my two sisters watch this channel, but I think they already know, what the stitching that I'm doing with them. I have a few other little holiday gifts that are gonna be surprises, but as we say in my family, there's no such thing as Santa Claus. So, you don't have to pretend you're surprised. But yeah, one year we said that several times because we were like, I was buying presents for I was with my parents, and we were, I was buying presents for them, and they were buying presents for me, and so it was sort of, you could kind of see what everything was. So anyway, so today I thought I did have a little bit of a finishing Palooza, and I'm still not done yet because my hair is goofing up. Still working on that snowman. I will probably be, and I still want to FFO him. And so I will probably be doing that at the last minute. But I did decide yesterday, for the last 2 days, Thursday and Friday, I hadn't really stitched on the snowman until late last night. But I had set it aside because I thought, with like my aunt's coming into town today, and my brother on the 25th, and we're going over to my brother-in-law's sister's house on Christmas Eve, and I don't really know what's all this stuff is going on between her house and our house, and who's going to what, I don't know. There's a lot of, we're having our Christmas celebrations over like a couple of days or something like that. So we're still trying to work out all the details about when we're going where and what we're doing. Anyway, so so I thought I probably am not going to have enough time to do everything. Plus, I usually work in the living room because there's room there for the ironing board and all that kind of stuff, and the dining table is sort of attached to the dining room and living room, or one big room. And so I usually put all my finishing stuff on the dining room table, and work on that table because it's, it's a big table. And I can lay all my stuff on there, and and then I have the ironing board handy. But my aunt's going to be staying in the living room, and so, I don't want to make a big, fuss, and I don't want to keep her up all night, and I don't know what time I'm going to do that. And I was actually working on these FFOs all day Thursday and Friday, and I stayed up late Thursday night, and so I figured if I could do that now before she comes, then I won't make a mess in there, and I won't keep her up all night, and I won't be constrained by what time she wants to go to bed and that sort of thing. So I set my stitching aside for a while, so that I'm still working on that snowman. And also, I had mentioned, I was going to set this aside, but I wanted to get to a good stopping point on it. The Dragon Biscornu I did go ahead and work on it a little bit more, just so that I could, you know, stop at a good place. So I just wanted to show that, and then I worked on the snowman last night and this morning, and of course since last Saturday. So I did get some progress on that, and then I'm gonna talk about my FFOs. So, okay, so the Dragon Biscornu I started, you know, I worked on a little bit because last time I had done this little castle. I had almost finished it, except I had like maybe 5 stitches, and so I went ahead and did the same light blue color on this castle, and that's really all I worked on. I finished this, and I did this, and that's it. So the main part of the castles are done now. I just need to do the windows for each one, and then the pennants and all that, and these little flower thingies, and of course all the other stitching. But Snug, watch out, please. This cat that's getting on everything. Stop, please. Okay, and then I worked on the giant snowman of death. So I did finish this little section here, and I made good progress on this. I did about, I don't know, 6 rows, 5 rows, 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 or 8 rows. I don't know. So I have just like done halfway through this top row here, and I'm gonna fill in this gap and then finish up here, and then I have this, and I'm not sure exactly where the edge of this middle clump of the snowman is. It's right around. This is his scarf, so it starts here, but I don't know how far out it goes, and I don't have the pattern here with me. I have to actually look at it because of this section, but I don't need it for this because this is all, you know. But I made good progress on it. I just have lots and lots and lots to go, and part of the problem was last week when the last few days, Saturday, following Saturday, that I could have worked on it. I worked on it for a while, and then I would fall asleep, and I'd work on it, and I'd fall asleep. And so, yeah, so I didn't make nearly as much progress as I wanted to make on it. But I'm hoping that I can work on it for the next couple of days and get it finished before Christmas. It would be really good. Anyway, but so I did have a finishing Palooza, if you will. I started off with these for my nephews. So for my nephew Eli, I did this control issues, and I don't really have a picture of it because it was just a pattern. I bought it from dailycrossstitch.com. So, and I talked about before when I finished it that I talked about the changes that I made, a few changes because it was on white fabric in all that, and with black writing, but I changed it a little bit. And so I got this little wooden shape at Michael's, excuse me, at Target. I talked about it a couple weeks ago, I think. But it comes with this little jute hanger thing. And it also has, on the back, it has some little metal hanger things if you want to use those instead, I guess, or whatever. This one's stuck up here. Maybe not. Okay. But anyway, but I was going to do, I thought about doing either wrapping this in fabric or doing like a fabric, mounting, like mounting it on a card and then doing it around here. But I decided it would be a little crowded and and this should probably have been a little bit lower. But anyway, I painted this And this is apparently the color of the new Xbox. I don't know. My sister said, but I think that it makes this little black thing really pop on there. Um, so I just did it without the. I just glued it on there. I glued the stitching onto a piece of poster board and glued that onto the wooden form. So it's a good thing I kept my Riverside Shakespeare, because that's what I used to press it down while it dried. So I did that for my nephew Eli. And this is the little Andorian I did for my nephew Rob. And the same thing I did, I had this wooden form and I painted it blue. And it, it came with it. And unfortunately, there's a little bit of paint on this jute that I couldn't get it off. But anyway, I probably could if I washed it. I didn't experiment with that, but sorry. But anyway, there's the Andorian, and the same thing. I did the same kind of mounting. The corners, when I look at them, are a little bit messy there, but But there's the Andorian. Yeah. So I got those two done. And then I did the bookmarks. These I have little mixed feelings about that. They're I could have made this lace a little bit more elegant looking, I guess. And but I trimmed it badly here, so. And then this is like, I don't know. But I just backed it with fabric. This is purple fabric I've used before. And I thought it matched the color, this purple colors of the bookmark very nicely. And I just put the lace on there just to sort of, put something on it. I don't know. But this is the Irish bookmark. And this is the picture of it. And I like I've talked about before, I took out this purple box thing, whatever, and the tassel I didn't want to do. So I did it this way instead. Yeah, so, excuse me, I'm dropping this. Sorry. Yeah, so, there's the Irish bookmark. Yeah, so this purple, there was a purple box thing up here somewhere. I took it out. I didn't like it. And then I did this Hummingbird bookmark here. And the way they finished it here, I think they just, it's hard to see, but they just did like a piece of brown felt or something underneath it. And I didn't want to do that. So my sister's sewing machine did work after all. So we did make a late night run to Hobby Lobby to get some thread. I wanted to, some specific colors. So yeah, so she's actually, my sister sewed this, and I just turned it and then sewed this part with the lace. So you can tell her stitching from my bad hand stitching. But anyway, so she sewed this also, this fabric, on the back of this, and except this little part right here came unsewn because the fabric frayed. It was right too close to the edge, I guess, or something. And anyway, when I turned it, the stitch popped and it frayed a little bit. So I tried to sort of tack it down, and but and then I sewed the bottom. I turned it inside out and sewed the bottom. But anyway, there's the little Hummingbird bookmark, and I thought this color kind of matched like in here, and this there's some stitches like of that color, like here, these darker stitches are this dark color, and it's kind of the same as this color. So yeah, so there's the Hummingbird bookmark. And then this is the Happy Camper. I don't have the picture of it. I I don't know where it is right now, but I put these are supposed to be little frayed edges. This one doesn't hang right. But anyway, this is the little happy camper thing. It doesn't say happy camper on it anymore because I didn't like the words, and I just put the trees in instead. And I put this little floss hanger on it, and this is a little squirrel charm, and this is an acorn. And I was gonna put a pine cone. I thought I had it with me, but I don't. The pine cone, I was gonna put it on there instead of the acorn. I was gonna put a pine cone on there. But the little pine cone charm, when I looked at it, it looked like a hand grenade. The holy hand grenade of Antioch. It looked like a hand grenade, and so even like it was supposed to. I guess it had a little stem for the supposed to be for the pine cone, I guess, but the stem looked like a pin on a hand grenade. So I had even actually started to put it on there, and I thought, that looks like a hand grenade. So I took it off and used the acorn charm instead. But anyway, so this is for my, I meant to tell, this is for my brother, and this is also Artiste, like the Hummingbird. But it came, it's not. It's not Artiste. It's Cross-Stitch Style is the name of the company or whatever that makes these. But it came as a little kit. So it came with a dowel and it came with a pom-pom, which I decided not to use. I got these charms instead. And I, like I said, I changed a little bit of the design. I changed the colors of the camper, and I put this yellow in for the windows, and I took out the words and put these trees instead. But this is for my brother. So, yeah, and that's what it's kind of what his camper looked like. So there's that. And then the other thing I FFO'd was this Needle Bling Designs Christmas Eve ride. And in this picture, it's finished as a pillow. And I wanted to do that also. But my pillow's a little different. So this is the pillow. It says, "May you never be too old to search the skies on Christmas Eve." And there's Santa and his reindeer, and there's Rudolph's red nose there. And on the ground with snow. And I'm a little unhappy with my stuffing job here with the little, yeah. But I made this cording here. I used a red and green DMC color, and I made the cording, and I made a little tassel on the end here. Oop. And then I put red and green jingle bells, on the corners here to match this little ivy detail here. So I put the little jingle bells on there. And I backed it with this evergreen fabric. Yeah. So there's this. Oh, I was doing, I guess yesterday, and I had dozed off. I fell asleep in the middle of stitching this, and I had a dream that, because I kind of had, I was like, had some little mistake about calculating, like, oh, what's the measurement of this thing, and then the formula is like either 4 or 5. I've heard it both ways on the various tutorials that I've watched, but 4 times or 5 times as much as you need, right? So the circumference of this little pillow was about 33 inches. And so I was thinking, well, maybe, thinking, okay, 40 inches would be enough extra. And then I forgot, oh yeah, it's supposed to be times, 4 or 5, whatever. So, so I went ahead and did, so I was doing all this calculations, like, what was it, this much? Do I want this much? Do I want this much? And so I finally, figured it out and made this cording and I was stitching it on, and stitching it on was taking a long time. But anyway, so I dozed off, and I dreamed that this thing was huge, and that I had only like I hadn't calculated it correctly, and it was like this huge thing, and it was like a big thing that I was trying to wrap the cording around. I realized I was going to run out, and I had to make some more, But yeah, fortunately, it was just a dream. But so I had enough to go around, and to make the little tassel. Yeah, I wish I had made better corners. I didn't stuff them as much as I thought I had stuffed them well, and then I hadn't. So yeah. The corners are a little flat. But anyway, so there's this Christmas Eve ride, my FFO of that. So, like I said, I really, 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 really want to finish the snowman. I really want to finish it, and I have, I'm gonna make a little pillow out of it, I think, as well, and just I have some ideas about, how I'm going to finish it. I just have to get to that point. And I think if that's the only one I have to do to finish, I should be able, maybe, to get it done in time. And if not, I don't know. We'll see. But, so, but yeah, so that's all I've got right now. And so, for those that celebrate, Merry Christmas. Christmas will have happened before I do another update, and I think I will do one on Saturday. But just depending on what's going on with my family, because both my aunt and my brother will be here. I think my aunt will be here. Maybe not. Maybe she leaves before Saturday. Yeah, she leaves Friday. So anyway, but like I said, we might be doing family things and all that, over the next several days. So I may or may not do another video on this coming Saturday. But if not, then I'll do one later on. And right now, I don't have any concrete plans for next year, for 2020. Or for what I'm doing after Christmas, for the last week of December, if I do anything, I might work on the Biscornus, and I still have my Black Archangels that I set aside. Sadly, I didn't have time to get them done. I had wanted to do them for this Christmas, for the tree, or something, for decorations around the house, whatever. But I didn't get around to them, and I didn't get around to finishing the 2019 Prairie Schooler Santa either. So that didn't happen. But anyway, I did all the FFOs this Thursday and Friday, and hopefully I'll get that snowman done. So I'm off to go work on the snowman. And then my aunt gets into town today. So anyway, I think that's everything. Did I mentioned? Yeah. So, anyway, oh, my niece is back in town. My nephew's back in town. So, things are gearing up. And all the festivities are starting to happen. But okay, so I think that's everything, and I'm off to work on the snowman some more. All right, I'll see you guys next week. or whenever. I make no promises. But I'll see you soon. Alright, thanks for watching. Oh, and again, welcome back to my subscribers. Welcome to any new viewers. You can hit the little subscribe button and the little bell to subscribe if you want, to alert you when I make a new video. And yeah, again, I'm Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and I'm Elizabeth Martinez on Facebook. I'm in the Friday Off the Grid group and the Stitching with the Housewives group, and on Instagram I'm Phantagray, Phantagray, and that's also my name on Gmail. Those are my handle on Gmail. So I will see you all next time. Until then, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, just in case I don't get back to it. Right, bye.